Hey you guys, welcome back to Southern Latitudes. I'm Robin, and today we're going to be playing in I think the house garden, but we might move around a few places just because I bought a lot of stuff at my local Ace Hardware nursery, and I bought mints in particular. I bought a couple extra cabbages because they were so much bigger than mine. And what else did I buy? Did I buy broccoli? Cauliflower, that's what I bought. And because they were also bigger than mine. And I don't know, I forget. I'll have to go. Friday seems like so long ago. We'll have to go back to that box in just a little bit and look at it. Oh, strawberries. That's right. How could I forget the strawberries? So we got to plant strawberries in this video as well. And we'll get to that second. But let me just show you that these are the pickling cucumbers. These are just male blooms right here, but I see a female bloom is next. I want to update you on a couple things from former projects. These are the mini-me's in here. No blooms yet, but they'll probably come this week. And then those are the mini, or like the munchers. That's sometimes the nickname in the grocery store. And then we have the large Market More cucumbers here. Not too many, just enough to slice and eat for the next 2 months. I don't know what happened here. This looks like maybe it didn't get enough of the water irrigation or something. But anyhow, so we have our wall of cucumbers. We have peppers behind. Our peppers are looking so good. We have blooms on almost all of the bigger ones. There's some smaller ones over here not blooming yet. We'll get to the tomatoes in just a minute. But anyhow, so I have some of those brassicas that I want to get in the ground, and I want to put them in a full sun area. And I'm starting to think, I have some of this roselle, and it definitely looks dead. The hurricane, I think, wiped out some of these. Some of these were coming back in the fall, but they don't even look really good. So I think what I'll do is pull out these stakes. That'll give me, at least on this side, right? That'll give me six spots. And I can also, I brought out my little torch, my mini torch, and I can burn a few more holes, and we can get the cabbages in right here. I think that'll be a great idea. Cabbages or broccoli or whatever they are. I think that'll be a great spot for them. Let me also show you. So I did some weeding in here, and these are jet stars. All here made it through the hurricane. I lost a couple other things, but the jet stars made it. And very sadly, I'm sad to report this, but I lost my Dixie Red, my Hossinator, my Red Snapper, my Florida 91, I think was, no, that's Dixie Red, but there was a Florida 91 in there. I lost every one of those determinants. And then I have Brandywine here. They don't look great, but they are slowly recovering from the hurricane. And I have better Brandywines up front in the shade. Let me show you real quick the peppers. See if I can see some tags and recall. These are bell peppers right here, South Florida bell peppers. This is a Mama Rosa right here. Also has blooms all in it. Everything is getting fertilized about twice a week at half strength. What are you? Oh, Greek peppercini. Yeah, so I got a bunch of those in there. This, what are you? Sweet bell, so bell pepper. I didn't put in there what kind. Oh, sweet banana. I'm sorry, banana peppers. Cool, cool, cool. More Greek pepperoncinis. My Lola banana is right there. Banana peppers. Let's see. What are you? I don't know. Some of them, I did lose a couple. I think over here, I had paprika. I might still have paprika in here. Yep, Alma paprika. So we grew some Hungarian paprika peppers in the spring. Oh, look, they got white flies on them. But these are a little different. These are Alma paprikas. And then what do we have over here? I see a tag underneath them. The mat kind of got shifted with the hurricane. So cherry pick red pepper. So that's good. I have a pretty good like showing of a little bit of everything. And I love that. And maybe we can keep these covered and growing through the winter and protected for frost. And I'm pretty excited about that. And in some of these little blank holes, I can put, I got just a couple, like a parsley and something else. I got a baby dill. I got a couple things, herbs from the store too. But I'm real excited. I think we're just gonna take these out. I don't expect much out of them. These definitely on the end were killed probably by the hurricane. And some of these, I don't know, they want to make a comeback. They don't look good. I probably should just rip them all up and make this a super productive area, because I did collect a lot of roselle before the heat of like August. So anything in the spring, early summer, I collected a lot of roselle, enough for the whole year really. And this is what the calyx looks like. Yeah, I could collect these too. So anyhow, yeah, I have plenty of space to put some more things in here. This garden is not being utilized to the max. Over here in Salsa Garden, I have the snow crown cauliflower, because I noticed I lost this one here and this one. And then this one looks okay. But some of these are kind of yellowy, not good. And I don't know why. I have no idea why. So anyhow, I just bought a little 4-pack for $1.99. Oh, that's $2.99. My bad. Okay, well, I guess I spent $3. And I just thought I would pop them in the little holes. And if I have to, I can burn more holes right here. And then let me show you what else I picked up at the store. I can't help myself, even though I grow this stuff. Oh, I did get green comet broccoli because I just wanted to try this variety. And then Georgia collards. Now, I do have a bunch of Top Bunch 2.0 collards, but oh my goodness, I really wanted to, Georgia collards are my favorite. And then stonehead cabbage, which I already have, but these look so big and they were so cheap. I thought, okay, we're just gonna do it. Now I have chocolate, this is peppermint, but I also have chocolate, mint, and spearmint over by the pool. And then these are ever-bearing. Somebody asked me in the comments about what strawberries I grow. So this is exactly what I grow. And it doesn't matter which store I buy it from, but these are ever-bearing strawberries. And I had actually planned on doing this with my older granddaughter, and it just did not happen this weekend. So we'll talk more about that when we get to the box. And here I just picked up a little single dill. They also had fennel. Here's the flat leaf Italian parsley. I just wanted to cheat and jump ahead of the season. I did start seed, but I didn't have, you know, I didn't have big plants like this already. Sometimes it's nice to just pull when you're starting to cook for Halloween, for Thanksgiving, or even Christmas. I wanted to have stuff ready to be harvested from in another month. This is lemon basil. So I know exactly where I'm going to put that. I'm going to pinch this head because, can you see it wants to put on the little flower bloom stalk. Oh, I can already smell it. Oh, lemon basil. Oh, it's my favorite. So let me take you to the grow table real quick. I did start some dill, parsley here, but it takes a while. It looks like we might be starting to get, yeah, some dill, excuse me, right there. The cilantro's coming up. But you know, it's going to take time, and I just wanted to have a little jump start into the growing season. It's October. In fact, it's almost November, and I just really wanted to have something that I could start harvesting off of right away. We got plenty of space. I can always tuck in more herbs and more brassicas or whatever. So anyhow, I got a little excited about that. Let me show you very quickly the strawberries. are growing in my box. Now we moved the box when we thought we were gonna take out this tree. So that looks like that won't be happening real soon. But I still have, so I put the box back over here, and I still have one strawberry in amongst all the weeds. Can you see that? I don't want to pull too much without being careful. Yeah. So anyhow, this is also ever-bearing strawberry. It's even the same tags and everything, even though I bought it at a different store. So I know it's the same nursery that brings them in. We'll clean up this whole bed and amend it, and then put the strawberries in. All right? This isn't the best situation because it's like right around noon. Even though it's not terribly hot today, it's hot enough for these guys. And they look a little dry. This is the green comet broccoli. I decided to burn holes every foot, and I was going to leave some of the roselle in, and then I was like, oh man, we're so end of season, they're not going to produce much anyhow. I much rather would have the production from brassicas and so whatever, you know, and here for winter than I would roselles. We'll just start more roselle in the spring again. So anyhow, and I had lost a couple peppers here, so I thought, why not just do this, make the best use of this full day of sun. This area gets all day sun, and so I know they're dry. This is not ideal, but I'm gonna put them in dry and then just water them real well. And actually it looks like it may start to water itself here pretty soon. So I'm just pulled the drip tape over to the side, just taking my hoary knife, gonna make a little bit of a divot. These are pretty good size, like I said. I'll water them real good, make sure they get lots of fertilizer, push down to get the air pockets out of there. I'm going to remove this old tag and put in the new tag of what they are, and just keep going down the row. I just have 8 of these. So I did have a hole here, but this one aligns better with the drip tape. And these poor things, they really should have been on clearance. They were okay. They were okay, but they were getting too big for their trays anyhow. So I was like, well, I'm saving them. Well, let's see. Put a little bit more dirt on top of that, see if I can't help it along. It looks like it almost needs to be staked, doesn't it? Or buried deeper. Maybe that's what we'll do. We'll go deeper. Let me get this one out. Go down pretty good with this. Okay. Let's pull this one right out. very little roots. There we go. Put it deeper, it'll have a better chance of surviving like that. They got all leggy. See all that curving and stuff? Broccoli kind of does that anyhow, so it doesn't make me super concerned. But when they're very thin, say like this, if this was a little bit thinner, that would make me concerned that perhaps it was just a weak plant and I shouldn't be using it. So, but overall they really look pretty healthy. They're just thirsty. And the best thing I can do for them is to get them out of those trays. And I can't remember if Green Comet was a broccoli grown by Ahhh. Was that a seed sold by Ahhh? These look a little better. They're a little bit younger, so they weren't quite as leggy as that first batch. But that's okay. I knew that going in, that, you know, hopefully the ones down there will come off with heads pretty soon. Not soon, but sooner. And then these would be next, and then the ones I home grew. I have one or two that are pretty big, but then the rest are smaller. They'll succession after this. So that's really all I'm doing, is I'm seeing it as a positive that we're gonna be succession sowing broccoli, cauliflower, cabbages, you know, whatever. These are actually pretty good. They're not very root bound at all. The roots are still wet. I water them every day, but those a little bit older ones were on the verge of being root bound, and so they were. Oh, this one didn't come with its root system. This one looks a little weaker. Anyhow, you can tell when a plant is root bound because you have to water them so frequently, and then it's just time to get them in the ground, you know. Right there. And then I'm gonna put the fork. I just bought 4 of the other collards, and I'm just gonna boop 1, 2, 3, 4 right where Buddy's feet are. Huh, Buddy? Right. You're gonna move so I can get them in the ground. I want quick access to them, so I do want to put them on the end. Here, these are like the perfect little transplanting size right here. These collards are going to be beautiful. I don't know why, if it was lighting, water, or colder, whatever, but the best collards I ever had were Georgia collards. And even though I usually buy other seed, or I'm still using up older seed, I just can't get the Georgia collards out of my mind. So if I see a little pack, I'll buy a little pack. Even though I think I just put like 10 or 12 in the ground. It's kind of funny, but that's okay. Makes really good chicken feed too. You put that tag in there so I can see it when I'm walking the rows. There we go. Actually, I think I'm gonna put the drip on this side. There we go. I'll fix all that drip later. I need to buy more staples is what see how that hole, this hole was from the Brazil. It's over, so this wants to, oh no, don't break. I broke a leaf off. Don't break. Be good, stay. My second row in now. We're going back to stonehead cabbages. And look at this. They are so root bound. No wonder they don't take in any water. Look at that, that's so awful. See how tall they are? Tall. Well, I guess you could call that tall. They're really way too big for the little tray. Aw. I am saving them, y'all. I'm the plant doctor. No. I know y'all would save them too if you saw them. And I'm just gonna put them like that. I probably should have roughed up those roots. Let me rough up those roots a little bit. Yeah, come on, you guys. You guys need you need to grow. It's like a carpet. They're so thick. I feel so bad. Poor things. They were going to try to put little heads on in these little cups. Oh, I keep forgetting I got to break off my little root-bound bottoms so they can want to strive for new ground. Bless their heart. Okay, I got this little cup of dill. This one was $1.99. And I had dill here last year and it grew really, really well. Likes this section. All the herbs like this garden for some reason. Maybe it's the right pH or something. I think I'm just going to put, I don't want to break apart that. You can break this apart into two. But if I do that, I'm going to really rip a bunch of roots out. I don't want to do that. I probably have dill seed underneath all this black fabric, ground fabric. It probably could actually volunteer up some dill, but I'd rather be weed free than wait on a chance for a potential volunteer. All right, that looks really good. And let's see, I also have this basil. So let's see, where am I going to put the basil? Actually, I think I'm going to put the basil up front. All right, you guys. So we already have sweet basil and Genovese basil, which are essentially the same difference. And I have lettuce leaf basil coming. That germinated. We planted that last week. We put the seeds in. So anyhow, that looks like that's coming along. So I want to put this, why don't we put this close in here? Okay, no, that goes right there. That's on the end. It kind of fell over into the middle. So why don't we just go ahead and open up this little spot right here. Like we'll skip a hole and then, oh, hold on. Turn up the flame. Open it up. Okay. Sometimes you gotta let it cool. It's still melting that little, you see it's like cooking that paint. Whew. Die. Okay. Alright, so let's make a lot of leeway here. This is actually, it looks to me like a lot of basil seeds all fell into the same hole. So I'm not really gonna, I guess I could maybe split it. Again, it's just like a dill, I could, but I'm not really desperate to split. So I'm just gonna, oh, it smells amazing. I'm gonna stuff it in that hole. I know, I'm kind of like forcing the issue. The landscape fabric is going to act as if it is like a bit of mulch right there. Oh, yes. I don't know. It's a little high. I think it may go down. Like it, as I water it, it'll sink down a little bit. Oh, that smells amazing. Hold on a minute before we leave South Garden. Look at the marigolds. The orange on this is not even coming out true on the camera. That is spectacular. It's almost like a fluorescent orange. This one's a little deeper. These are a little bit more yellow, and then we're back to that beautiful deep orange. And over here we have our Oklahoma salmon pink zinnias. Oh, these are so adorable. Oh, yeah. Look at that. Just perfection. It is perfection. I love it. And the yellow is still going strong down here too. The green is giving up the ghost, and you know what? I'm done with trying to grow the green zinnias. Yeah, and this is probably like my new favorite. Oh, it's beautiful. And then this is tropical sage. I keep going past it. And this is a Florida native, I believe. And somebody gave me a couple sticks of it. and I popped one of them or two of them here, and they propagate really well. I'll be sorry I did it pretty soon, because once you got them, you can't get rid of them. Over here, some sort of tomato. It's in bloom. I'll finally get to see it soon. Those I thought were marigolds, white swan marigolds. Not so much, huh? And look at this with the blue butterfly pea on the fence. I mean, we got like a ride of color over here. So nice. So I'm so in love with it all. So I absolutely love having parsley as close to the house as possible. So I've lost a couple peppers right in here. I do have some bunching onions in there. They're starting to get overtaken by the weeds. I got to weed pretty soon. But so I have a drip hole like right here, and I lost that pepper. I think Buddy stepped on it. Oh my. Either that or I can go inland here. Yeah, there's a drip line right there. So one of these I think be good for putting the parsley right here. Huh. Let's do that. I think right here. That way it's back a little bit. I don't know if he's crossing a path right here. I'm not sure if that's what he's doing or not. But I think, yeah, where's my hoary? I love this thing. Let's get it going. It'll love the sun here. It has a lot of organic matter in this soil right here. I think it's gonna absolutely love it here. I think I've had it here like 2 or 3 years ago. It used to live here. But I can't ever seem to get it through the whole entire summer. It's just always way too hot. Maybe it would like it if it was in a pot and I can move it, you know, into the sun for winter and then into the shade for summer. It may do better like that, but at this point, I'm just gonna put it in the ground. It does put out a really deep taproot, I've noticed that. And it'll get a lot of water right here. And yeah, I can just run out and grab a bunch whenever I need it for cooking. Well, I almost forgot my little bitty snow crown cauliflower replacements. So like this is Twister. We'll leave that one there. And then I have the little replacements right over here. And we're just gonna, they're not root bound, they look perfect. Just stuff them in the hole, pop them on down, take a couple fingers and just add some soil over it, build up that crown a little bit. I'll do it again right here. So push a bunch over. That's the beauty of the hoary. It's just so fast. There you go. Wasn't that was like super easy, pretty pitiful. I think I'm gonna pull this one out and put in a snow crown here. Let's see, we got some grass coming through here. Okay, we're gonna leave that one. That one. Okay, so not doing so good down here, and a little bit. You got one. Huh. That doesn't look very healthy though. I'll build it up a little bit. I think I'll just make another hole. Let that cool down. Trying to set the shavings from the chicken coop on fire. All right. There we go. All right, so we found homes for all that. I will tell you that over here, some sunburst squash. Some of them are coming through. I don't know why they're not popping up so fast though. They should be popping up better or faster. But that's what it is. It's a little patty pan squash. So I have a couple, but you know, considering I put like 6 or 7 seeds out here, I'm not very impressed with the germination rate. So, okay. Okay, you guys, so I have my claw tool. I'm just going to go ahead and claw the top part of the... We put this box together last year. I found it roadside. What I can do is I can link that video at the end of this video or in the description box, both ways maybe. And I'll show you where I got this roadside. And I noticed they just put out a bunch more roadside, but they were too heavy. I did pull over the side of the road, and they were way too heavy. And then by the time I went back, and Jack was with me, the smaller boxes were gone. They just had the gigantor big boxes. I didn't want that. I wanted something, again, like this size, perfect for growing carrots, or I was thinking another set of strawberries. I usually put about 6 strawberries in here. I could probably do it a little tighter, perhaps 8 strawberries if I wanted, but anyhow, I was just been keeping my eye out for another box, but this wooden box is heavy, and then when you add soil on top of it, it's extremely heavy. There's an old strawberry base that rotted. So anyhow, so this was just originally potting soil. There's another one right there. They're all done. So original potting soil, we filled it like halfway and then amended it with 10-10-10 and then finished filling it up with more potting soil. And it was super aerated and fluffy. It was beautiful. I still see the soil looks really good, actually. I was not sure if I should add a bag or what. I don't know if I'm in ants or what, but I feel like I'm getting eaten up. Anyhow, I don't want to go above the crown on this one, so I'm not going to mess with this one too much. Okay. Boy, this is just beautiful, beautiful. Other than, you know, a little leaf litter and pine needles. But really, that's not a bad thing either. They did sell 10-10-10 at the store, but I ended up buying 666. Not that I love that number or anything, but I bought 666. Okay, so this is what it looks like. And I just am gonna heavily amend this whole area and then work it into the soil. If I remember right, strawberries are heavy feeders. Oh, we're just getting to that perfect time of year. Okay, that's probably quite a bit. But we are gonna work it on down. So it's gonna be in all sorts of layers of this box. See how pretty that is? Almost looks like a professional did that. So for the 666, the N is nitrogen, the P is phosphorus, and K is potassium. So the N, nitrogen, works on the leaves, the P works on the fruit, and the K works on the roots. So kind of in order of the N, P, and K is how I remember it. All right, oh, we got a beautiful job. So we got a couple long leaves. I keep trying really hard not to kill. I'm a bit of a bull in a china shop. Okay, super amended. Now, I'm gonna kind of pre-place where these will be. 1, 2, 3, and then 4, 5, 6, and that turns out just to be, you know, I guess we could do more, right, if I'm doing super production, but I'm not. I'm just really creating interest for my grandchildren, so they'll want to learn to grow food. And this is a real simple way to get kids involved with gardening. And yeah, oh, look at that, it's got a runner already. Can you see that? Yeah, a couple of these had runners. This one had a runner too. That one will create a baby, so I'm going to actually put that inward. Strawberries propagate really well. I guess you could grow from seed. I've never seen anybody do it, but they definitely do really well from propagation. So if I let this sit right there in that dirt, it'll make a root. Also, let me point out to you, I'm not going above the root crown right here. I'm keeping the dirt level right at where it was in these little pots. You see, I don't want to go any higher than that. Oh, these are just perfect. I think I always remember them coming out in November, but these were at the Ace also. And they've gone back to having a nursery provide their plants instead of just like Bonnie plants, in other words. And I'm really happy to have found that out, because I was kind of lost last year when I couldn't just run to them for, you know, maybe if I got myself into some trouble with needing a plant or variety or something. Uh-oh, I think I broke that one. Oh, this is beautiful. And they're gonna love, I won't need to feed them again like all year. Ooh. This is just the right amount of sun. They love it right here. I already know, on the edge of the food forest. I have tried it in the ground in years past, for those of you that have been here a while. I've tried strawberries in green stalk, and I've tried it in the... Absolutely nothing works more perfect than a raised bed for strawberries, in my opinion, because that way I can keep the weeds out of them. It's easy to find them. And then we will take hardware cloth. Well, I'll go back and find the one we had from last year. It was already kind of form fitted to go over the top of this, and it kept the squirrels out of this box so beautifully. I did want to add something. I wanted to say, you know, I did buy these at a local nursery and in a local garden center. There's plenty of those little mom-pop shops that are trying to survive this winter. So it's awesome if you can buy there. If you don't have that kind of store near you, you can always check out your big box stores or Ison's Nursery. There's all sorts of Florida type of varieties. But I will say that I am pretty pleased with this ever-bearing strawberry. It has done me right for a long time. All right, you guys, so that's it. That's all it took. It's pretty simple because I don't start them myself, and that makes it real simple. And the soil was already in good shape in here. I didn't need to add any more potting soil. And so we should have months and months, maybe upwards to April, worth of strawberries in here. And you know, they might not be, you know, enough to can, maybe enough to jam, possibly. But for the most part, it's just really nice for fresh eating. And it's just, like I said, fun for the kids. And if I really get ambitious, I can go buy a whole bunch more. I know where they're being sold. It's early in the season. And, you know, I could tuck them in South Garden where I have all those little dots in the ground that need filling. Yeah. Oh, one thing I did off camera that you guys didn't get to see, I put 2 little handfuls of the oak mulch from my pile over there. I put some mulch in here just because we're a little bit in the dry season, and I want to make sure that these guys stay moist down underneath there. And also I can see if the squirrels encroach beyond my hardware cloth. Sometimes they could crawl up under it. I want to be able to see if they're in there messing with it and trying to put acorns in there. So I feel great. We got the brassicas in, we got the herbs in, we got the strawberries in. Tomorrow I'll put, or maybe even tonight, I'll put the spearmint in spearmint, peppermint, and chocolate mint in. Those are going to go in the green stalks up by the pool, but I got to clean all that out. And then, yeah, then we are booking. And we had a lot of things germinate in the trays from the last 2 sowings. So then there'll be that whole round of stuff to get in the ground too. So you guys be sure to give me a like if you want to follow along. Give me a subscribe if you want to see me getting all that in the ground. And we're just about ready to get into the harvesting stage, you know, before you know it. And eating lettuce for dinner. Oh, that would be so great again. So you guys, with that said, take care, God bless, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.